It's of a wild colonial boy, John Doolan was his name. He was born and bred in Victoria, in a place called Castlemaine. He was his father's only hope, his mother's pride and joy. And dearly did his parents love the wild colonial boy. At the early age of 16 years, he left his father's home, and through Australia's sunny clime a bushranger did roam. He robbed the wealthy squatters, their stocks he did destroy, and a terror to Australia was the wild colonial boy. In 1861 he commenced his wild career, with a heart that knew no danger, no foeman did he fear. He stuck up the beach with mail coach and robbed Judge McAvoy, who trembling cold gave up his gold to the wild colonial boy. He bade the judge good morning and told him to beware, that he'd never rob a hearty chap that acted on the square, and never to rob a mother of a son and only joy, or else you might turn outlaw like the wild colonial boy. So come away, me hearties, we'll roam the mountains high. Together we will plunder, together we will ride. We'll cross the wild blue mountains and scrounge the Bathurst plains, and we'll scorn to live in slavery, bound down by iron chains. One day as he was riding the mountainside along, listening to the kookaburra's pleasant laughing song, he spied 3 mounted troopers, Kelly, Davis and Fitzroy, with a warrant for the capture of the wild colonial boy. Surrender now, Jack Doolan, you see there's 3 to 1. Surrender now, Jack Doolan, you're a daring highwayman. He drew a pistol from his belt and shook that little toy, saying, "I'll fight but not surrender," said the wild colonial boy. He fired at Trooper Kelly and brought to the ground. And in return from Davis received his mortal wound. All shattered through the jaws he lay, still firing at Fitzroy. And that's the way they did capture him, the wild colonial boy. So come away, me hearties, we'll roam the mountains high. Together we will plunder, together we will ride. We'll cross the wild blue mountains and scrounge the Bathurst plains, and we'll scorn to live in slavery, bound down by iron chains.